Chapter 11. By the summer of 1996, $5 Fine had made 2 new sets of recordings. One, a group of 9 songs with engineer Mark Miley, and then a group of 4 songs made at Charlton Studios to help a budding engineer pass his internship. Both sets consisted of the best work we had done to date, but the 9-song grouping was phenomenal for us. Accordingly, we planned to release those songs as a tape in the following months. We didn't want to make another tape. We would have preferred a CD, or better yet, a 12-inch. Hell, we would love to do a 7-inch. But with the gigs we were playing and the merch we were selling, spending a few hundred for tapes was about all the band's cash box could afford, especially after emptying it to make the recordings in the first place. But we were stoked on those 9 songs, and began sharing tapes of it with friends, and we started getting feedback. Even folks that had hated us were now giving us positive feedback when they heard the tape. The fact that the article in NSYNC had come out and then this tape had been circulating meant that folks that may have not paid much attention to our band or known our seriousness were now taking us as a much more serious, defined thing, a band with a purpose and a band trying to make a difference. Overall, the response was great, and with regards to the music, it seemed like we had hit a point where we finally settled into our own sound. Over that summer, we played a bunch of shows around town, including a blowout show on the last day of school at Twister's. It was $1 to get in, featured 8 bands, and was very hot in that early June air. But it was the most amazing show I've ever played. A completely packed crowd. We gave everything we had. The biggest show we had played previous to that was when we played the Flood Zone, a big venue in downtown known for banning choir, and according to the venue's sound engineer, when we played there, we were the youngest band to ever grace that stage. That was cool. But most of the shows revolved around the Richmond clubs, with the occasional gig in the South Side at St. Edward's, or at someone's house. One time we even went to Charlottesville to play with some punk bands, and had our show interrupted by a Nazi, who the locals informed us was also Jewish. Very odd, but as I've learned, not uncommon to have such conflicts occur in such individuals. Our hopes for the future hinged on touring, but as all we were in school, we figured it would have to wait until the following summer. So we spent that summer playing gigs locally. When fall rolled around, we realized our activities would wind down as we settled back in the groove of fall high school semester and the colder fall weather, but nothing could prepare us for what would happen next.